Welcome back, Flamingos. Today we're going to talk about my recent trip on Mariner of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I'm going to tell you all about cruising Duckies. I just got back from my cruise. It was a 6-night cruise with Royal Caribbean on Mariner of the Seas. We had 3 ports of call. One was canceled, which was Nassau. We did manage to visit Falmouth, Jamaica, and Labadee, Haiti. We had a total of 3 sea days. This was mine and my husband's first time ever on a Royal Caribbean ship. We weren't real sure what to expect. We're not completely new to cruising. We've been on a Disney cruise and we've also cruised with Carnival. So this made our 3rd cruise in total. First, let me talk about the stateroom. I did not take any pictures of any of the staterooms that we were in. Yes, I said staterooms. We ended up in 3. This was an interesting cruise to be sure. So we started off with our original booking room, which was an interior room. During our first night, water was coming down on us from the ceiling. So once maintenance came in and decided that we couldn't stay in the room, they upgraded us to a balcony. From the balcony, there were problems with that room as well. So we ended up moving to a handicap junior suite. So that was the room that we ended up spending the rest of our cruise in. Overall, after seeing 3 rooms on the same ship, I can't say that there was a huge difference. Like, it wasn't like, ooh, this is so much better. Ooh, this is so much better. I didn't really have that. It was all kind of the same thing. Yes, the balcony was bigger than the inside room. Yes, the junior suite was bigger than the balcony. But outside of floor space, not much difference. The biggest difference to me between the balcony and the junior suite was that the junior suite had in-room coffee, which was nice. We used it. Wasn't the best coffee in the world. No, that was downstairs on deck 5. Outside of that, the balcony was twice the size on the junior suite. I walked out on it a couple of times because it was there. I didn't spend a whole lot of time in the room. I don't normally spend a whole lot of time in the room. All the beds were the same, where it's the single beds that they squashed together to make a big bed, and they were hard and they were uncomfortable, and I had to ask for padding. Similar to Carnival in that aspect. So overall, rooms, they were adequate. They were clean. They were slightly worn. I felt like the room theme felt a bit dated. It wasn't anything terrible. Like, it was cute. It was kind of tropical-y, so it was fine. But not a whole lot to write home about, which is why I didn't take pictures. All right, next topic. So now we're going to cover food. We ate every single night in the dining room for the main dining. And overall, I'm underwhelmed. If it was red meat, it was excellent. It was well cooked. It was juicy. It was amazing. If it was chicken, if it was pork, if it was fish, it was dry. Kind of sad because those are my preferred meats. And vegetables, if you like vegetables, the vegetables were sad. They were just kind of steamed, no seasoning, no flavor. Not even great presentation. The potato, it was baked, wasn't great also. The appetizers, I feel like were pretty good overall. Like most of the appetizers I had were pretty solid. Again, nothing to write home about, nothing that was spectacular. I took several pictures, and like, so we had the coconut shrimp. It wasn't my idea of coconut shrimp. Was it coconut flavored? Sure, and it was fried, but it wasn't like the traditional coconut shrimp. It was okay. The crab cake was really good. You know, that was excellent. And then they had like a seafood cake another night, and it was really good. The salmon, all of the salmon that I experienced on the ship was really good. Like their smoked salmon was perfect. It was juicy. It was delicious. As far as salads were fine. Desserts were not impressive. In fact, they were kind of weird. One night I ordered one and it was called a brownie, and it was in a cup and it had a little bit of brownie on the top, and then the rest of it was like pudding that was chocolate, and then it had like, I don't know, like a meringue or something toasted on top. It was weird. And then we tried the tiramisu, and I love tiramisu. And it too was in a cup, and it was like a pudding with some dry ladyfinger sticks stuck in it. So yeah, nothing spectacular. Oh, now they did have a cheesecake, and the cheesecake was excellent. That was one of the best desserts, honestly, which was surprising because normally cheesecake is like the yucky thing, in my opinion, but it was really, really good, the cheesecake. Outside of that, I can't really say that much of it was worth mention, and that's sad because desserts are easy, right? A note about the main dining room, I do want to say that we did talk to our head server and expressed our concerns with the meat being dry as long as it wasn't red, and then the lack of flavor in vegetables. So the last couple of nights, they served us a whole platter of excellent vegetables. It's like, why couldn't you have served these all week? But it was just, you know, mixed vegetables, and they were cooked well, and they seasoned them with garlic and butter and salt and pepper, and they were great. So keep in mind, if you're unhappy, just let them know. And they were pretty happy to take care of us, and to make sure that we had things that we liked and cooked in a way that we liked them. Hey flamingos, join the flock. Help me reach my 1,000 subscriber goal. Thanks in advance. Venue and entertainment. So, COVID, right? I know that we were in a reduced capacity sailing, and this is my second reduced capacity sailing, my first being with Disney. There was entertainment. So there was trivia and some other games that they had going on throughout the day. My biggest complaint with that, though, was that it was like one thing at a time. So even though we're at reduced capacity, like everybody that was on board was trying to do the one thing, and we were all crowded into the room to do the few things that they were offering throughout the day. Other than that, the games were fun, the trivia was fun. We had Monica from Morocco, and she was amazing. She was the best ever, like so funny. The prizes were like super lame, like prizes, and she knew it, and she made the biggest deal about it, and it was hilarious. So we could have the opportunity to win a sexy keychain or sexy bag in a bag or a sexy pen. So she made it a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the onboard activities as far as like trivia and stuff like that goes. All right, shows. So there were supposed to be shows. They did end up adding towards the end of our cruise the ice skating show. I was able to see it. Those performers are super talented. Full round of applause to them. They were very good at what they did. Not my favorite show I've ever seen though. It was, it didn't flow well. It was just kind of strange. The way that they kind of chopped it up and went from scene to scene. It didn't really seem to have like a story that flowed. So it was a little confusing to watch, but the performers were good. So there's that. The other shows that they were supposed to be doing, they did not. Instead, they had like a comedian and a juggler, and I did not personally go watch them. I heard some other people on board say that they enjoyed them, and I heard others people say that they fell asleep because they weren't that entertaining. So there you go, there's that. I was disappointed that we didn't get to see their production shows. I guess people were sick, and you know, they can't help that. And at least they offered us something. My other major complaint, oh my goodness. So, they would have the show, the main production show every evening during dinner. Like we had main dining, and it was at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and that's when the show was, or right around that time. So I was going to always miss the show if I wanted to do my main dinner. That was so frustrating. So there you go. If the shows are important to you, do not select first dining 5:30. Don't do it because you will miss all the shows. The ship overall was a beautiful ship. She had lots of nice venues to hang out in, lots of cool bars. The atmosphere was pretty cool. She was clean. The crew was doing a wonderful job of keeping her clean. Reduced capacity is amazing, and I'm going to be so sad when cruising goes back to full capacity. Just because it's nice not to have to stand in a crowded elevator or stand in a long line for an elevator or stand in a long line to get into dinner or any other venue for that matter. So there you go. Overall summary. Let's see. I think I am definitely going to give Royal Caribbean another opportunity to wow me. Yes, I know that it's not going to be like Disney. It's two totally different things in my mind. So like I think about it like, you know, when you rate hotels, let's say Disney's what some would say is a 4-star hotel. Well, I would say that Royal Caribbean is like a 2 or 3-star hotel. Is it bad? No. It's great if that's what you're going for. I think we're going to try one of the bigger ships in the fall, but follow me and stay tuned, and I will absolutely let you know what my future travel plans are. And now, because you made it to the end of the video, you get to hear about the Duckies. So this cutie right here was hidden by the McGilton family out of Palm Coast, Florida. If you happen to be watching, thank you. I really enjoyed finding your little ducky. This one actually was my first ducky. So she had to come home with me. She was too cute. So the Duckies are part of cruising, and you can go to Cruising Ducks on Facebook and join in on all the fun. This little ducky here, which is the one I teased in the first video, this one was given to me by Dick and Elaine, and I just love him. He's my first ever duck, but he was given to me, but he's special. And you can see here that they put a nice tag on there and a QR code. And these are all printable, and you can get them from the Facebook group. And then here is another cute little ducky, and this one I saved because this one's different. This one has a sticker with a QR code on the back, and it led me to a YouTuber, and I let them know that I found their ducky. So join in the fun with the ducks. I hid stickers for Flock of Flamingos, and that was a lot of fun. Some of the kids got to find my stickers, and they really got excited about those. So something fun and new to do on your cruising. Check it out, Cruising Ducks on Facebook. If you have any specific questions that you'd like me to answer about my time on Mariner of the Seas, drop me a comment. I'm happy to help you out in any way I can. Until the next time, shake a tail feather.